She told me she was pregnant in the middle of a screaming match, mascara streaked down her cheeks, wine glass shattered on the floor. The words came out like a weapon, slicing through our argument about her coming home at 4 a.m. again. I felt the room spinning because we'd barely touched each other in weeks, maybe months, and every time I tried to get close, she'd recoil like she was allergic to my touch. My mind tried to do the math, but the numbers didn't line up. Hell, the calendar didn't even line up. I stared at her, waiting for her to crack, for any sign that this was just another one of her twisted games to keep me on edge. But she didn't blink, just stood there, daring me to challenge her. In that moment, I remembered the late-night calls she'd take on the balcony, the sudden showers before bed, the flirty texts from old friends she swore were harmless. Each memory hit me like a body blow. Still, I asked whose it was, voice barely more than a whisper, and she laughed, cold, bitter, like I'd asked something ridiculous. She finally spat out that it wasn't mine, but she wasn't sure whose it was, a confession made with a shrug, as if she was ordering takeout. She told me about the nights I'd spent working late, the business trips she'd taken, the people she'd met by accident. There was no apology, no regret, just a twisted pride in her ability to keep secrets, to keep me guessing. I felt humiliated, gutted, but mostly angry at myself for ignoring every sign because I wanted to believe love meant forgiving anything. I stormed out, but as I stood in the hallway, fists clenched, I realized I wasn't just angry at her. I was furious with myself for letting my fear of being alone turn me into someone willing to swallow lies just to keep the illusion alive. The real betrayal wasn't just hers, it was mine, for ignoring the truth staring me in the face, for loving someone who never really existed at all.